What's up, keepers, and welcome back to ARS Goalkeeping. I'm Alberto, and this is a very special end of the year video that we're going to be looking at, yes, your favorite, the top gloves of 2020. We're going to talk about the top 5 best gloves, and there's a lot to talk about from last year because a lot of these big brands like Nike, Adidas, Puma, they've made a lot of really massive changes to their glove lines, and that has made our top 5 very different. So let's take a look at some of these gloves and let's take a closer look at our ARS glove workbench. So we're gonna do a quick swivel with the camera and we're gonna look at our workbench. It's a really cool setup that I have here now for our reviews, and we're gonna take a closer look at some of our top gloves of 2020, why I like them, and why they ended up making this list. Alright guys, so this is our glove bench. We have our camera pointed down here. We have our quick little turf setup, and we got our few gloves that are going to be looking at our top 5. So right now I've got 2 All Sports, I got a Nike, I've actually got a strapless Adidas pair, and I definitely want to talk about these gloves because there's a lot of really cool things to talk about with this URG 1.0. And more importantly, my love for these rolled fingers and this thumb right here. I absolutely love this stuff right here. And I mean, this is URG 1.0 latex. You can see that it is crazy, crazy sticky. And that is exactly what we're looking for. Our Pumas, which last year were our top deal, the best deal that you can find, have actually been relegated down to maybe not even making the list. And why will we say this? Because of this. I got this right out of the bag, just like that. This is something I have found with Puma. The quality checkup, the quality assurance has been leaving me wanting, right? And I've heard a lot of stories of gloves like Puma's being found with a lot of defects right off the line. I'm assuming this glove is a great glove and that this is a one-off like mistake, and this happens sometimes, but from a top brand like Puma ordering a top level of their gloves, you really don't want to see this getting out of the bag. So this is something that dropped the Pumas down significantly, and we will definitely talk more about that. We've got the Nike Vapor Grip 3s. Now the Vapor Grip 3s, I want to talk more about them because we just got the brand new Vapor Grips models. Now the Vapor Grip 3s, this is the 2020 model that came out right before the newest model, or I would say this is even 2019. The newest model came in, and there's a really big difference here. The thumb, and this is going to change the fit on the hand, the fit when you're catching the ball. We have a massive difference in the thumb, how short and weird the thumb sticks out. You can see kind of between here and right here in the wrist area. They took this extra stretchy area out between the new VG3s and the older VG3s. Yeah, the backhand also has a wrap all the way to the back. But why didn't the SGTs make it into my top? And if you remember, the SGTs actually made my list last year. And I said that they would even be higher if I didn't have the laser etching. So we did get rid of that, and I got a promo SGT model that came out this year. For some reason, the Nike promo latex has not been really doing much for me. I'm not surprised by it. The grip is good, but the glove is great, but it fell out of my top 5 list pretty easily after a few sessions in the mud. This is something that I'm really interested in. I think Nike has gone down in their quality of promo. I don't know how, I don't know if they actually have, but it just feels like the grip is not like what it used to be. You can see that it's got pretty much no like stickiness. It can't stick to itself. It feels almost like an embossed latex, but I don't think that's the case. I just think that Nike went down with the quality of the latex, which really hurts this glove right here. And it makes the Nike Vapor Grip 3 with the longer heel, or the longer heel of the palm, and this stretchy area here, a much better fit, a much better glove. And I can see why I saw so many goalkeepers, even with the newest Nike models being released, end up going with this. The fit is just super comfortable. So without much more, I don't want to tease you guys too much more. Let's jump right into our top 5 and let's see the list. So coming in at 5th place, I have a 3-way tie between the Adidas Hybrid Pros, the Reusch brand new Gliders Attract that just came out, and the Puma Hybrid Pros with their superior grip latex. It has dropped to sharing the 5th place because of this quality. This is huge. Not something I ever want to see from a company like this, and something that I do not forgive. So this is really big for Puma. It's one of the things I've noticed. They also have a lot of sizing problems when I've gone through Puma. So I'd love to see some more quality assurance, especially when it comes to their goalkeeping gloves, because they really do have some great gloves. But you would never want to buy a full price glove and then see something like this. Even if you end up getting the replacement, you end up having to send the gloves back, waiting, and maybe getting a refund, or maybe getting the gloves that you want. It's just a bad time. So just because of the quality of the gloves that I got, it ended up being dropped down to 5th place. But the gloves are actually pretty decent, and there isn't much change from last year's model that ended up winning the actual top 2020 or the top 2019 gloves. The palm, or the wrist, is a lot shorter. And let's go look at our gloves. So if we take a closer look, we got the Pumas right here. These are the 2020 model Ultras, yeah. And these are our last year's models. Not much of a difference. You can see the backhand is kind of the same. This material is much thinner and tighter than the material here. The backhand is also a bit tighter, and see how this flays out here. This is a really interesting cut. You see, you get more of a roll here on the pinkies, more of a skinnier roll on the pinkies, and then where on this glove we had negative on the inside, it seems like we got a negative on the inside with a roll on the outside, but it just seems like a fatter cut, which makes the thumb also a lot bigger. It is a improved version of the Puma Hybrid cut. I do miss the extended wrist, but I can see why they didn't do it. And then this elastic strap, pretty decent. I'm not sure I'm a huge fan of the wrist entry area, but overall, not much of a change. Should be a pretty decent glove. We haven't been able to use this just yet. There are other gloves coming in, but just from the quality that I'm seeing for what it came in, this is a solid number 5. Now, why did I end up going and adding a strapless glove? And I know you hate, and I hate strapless gloves, but the Adidas Hybrid Pro is the glove that I see a lot of professional soccer players, professional goalkeepers using for a lot of reasons. Obviously, Adidas is sending their best gloves and getting sponsorships and all that, and people are getting paid to wear the gloves, obviously. But they end up staying with the Hybrid Pros more often and not switching around. Why is that? Well, one, this URG 1.0 latex is insanely tacky. This is right out of the bag. I just took off the stuff. This is a few days later. You can see the grip is almost like marshmallow. It's really sticky. You can see just from taking the stuff off, it's already started to tear. But the thing that steps out to me most is this baby right here. We got a wrapped thumb. We got a full wrap on the fingers, and it's so hard to take the plastic off this stuff. But you got a full wrap on the fingers, which makes it a much more comfortable fit. When you're getting in there, you feel this fit right here. It feels like you gotta push these fingers in. You gotta slide them into this little joint. And the glove itself feels thick. It feels extremely padded. Listen to this. That's glove ASMR right there. The glove is actually gorgeous, and for a strapless glove, it does a great job. And I had to speak a lot of negative, or I said a lot of negative things about Adidas, why they didn't wrap their thumbs, why they didn't wrap the fingers here, because it kills the grip. And they did it with this glove, and when I checked it out, I was like, okay, this is what Adidas is looking for. I'm surprised they haven't added more of this feature, just this feature more, and we're seeing more of these gloves, because this is the best strapless glove that Adidas has made yet. And in a Euro G 2.0 that isn't embossed, because this is definitely not an embossed latex. You can feel how soft it is. I mean, you can see if I push down with the demon skin, it will leave marks. That's how soft this latex is. That's insanely soft. You don't see latex like this. This is definitely Profi level latex. And you just got a gorgeous, really nice feeling glove. And on the wrist, I really don't feel much. I mean, I actually really like these gloves, and they are changing my mind on the Adidas Predator model, but it would mostly be go for the Hybrid Pro models. The Adidas Predator Pro does not go anywhere near the quality of a glove like this. And last but not least, for our number 5 list is the Reusch Gladiator Attract, or the Attract Gladiator. I really love the look of this glove. I love how deep it goes down your hands. This latex is a big question mark for me. It is an embossed latex. It does have the pre-cuts that you see Reusch has been very popular with, and it makes the glove easier to close. The grip is not insanely high. And that's something that I've always talked about with Reusch. Reusch does not make the grippiest latex like All Sports or Adidas or Puma Elite Grip Plus latex. All Sport does a lot of embossed latex that supposedly works in all weather conditions. And we have this glove right here that's gorgeous. It is the glove used by Wojciech Szczesny, and it's a great glove. I really do like the fit. I love how it fits your hand just like a negative cut should. But the jury is still out on this latex. And everything else makes this a top quality glove. But that's why I ended up dropping this down to number 5. And we'll see in time if the latex quality is good, or we'll see that maybe a higher quality super soft latex like what Pro Direct did will make it an even better quality glove. But overall, I mean, I really like the fit of this glove. I love the look of it. This is definitely a top 5 glove. And on to number 4, we have the Nike Vapor Grip 3s. There's a lot of reasons why I ended up putting these gloves at number 4, but I do think they are still Nike's best producing, best quality gloves, and that's why you're gonna see keepers going towards the Nike Vapor Grip 3s. This model was just a very cool model, fits the hand extremely well. I love this stretch right here. This is one of the things that I think sets it apart. And I'm sad that Nike took this stretchiness, this freedom of movement that you get from this glove and this thumb. They took that away, and I think that's going to make them lose even more goalkeepers. And that's a big thing for me. This area right here, you can see it just makes the thumb come in a lot more, makes it easier to close. It's a very nice fitting. One of the nicest fitting Nike gloves that I have, much better than any of their new pairs. Even though the new pairs are nice, they do not compare to a good Vapor Cut Vapor Grip 3. I've made some great saves with these babies. I absolutely love them. They've wrapped on the newer ones, they've wrapped it all the way to the back. The thumb isn't as nice. I mean, it's a different cut completely. And the thumb is a lot shorter. The fit is a lot tighter too. Like, I have a much harder time fitting this glove on. There's there's less stretchier material on there. And you can just feel the thumb feels a lot looser. I've got much more space on the top. Oh no, it's about the same. It just doesn't feel like I can close my hands as well. You see how There's not much movement here, whereas you can move there. I'm not very much enthralled with the differences here. So definitely number 4, the Nike Vapor Grip 3. Number 3, and probably one of my hardest decisions was coming up with number 3. There's a bunch of gloves to go into that area, but the Sport Pureflex really just, it sold it to me. It sold itself to me. And why? It's a SMU with the top level super grip latex. It's a one-of-a-kind SMU. And when we say SMU, that means it's a special makeup model, normally made for a professional goalkeeper, set to his or her like personal standards. So you won't see this glove many times. And this is a one-of-a-kind limited edition that Sport has. They might put this back in the vault if it doesn't sell well, I'm assuming, or they just might put it back in the vault for another year before they send them out again. And I absolutely love the wrap here. It's a full negative. The back doesn't have this punching platform, but it doesn't need it. It's got this strong padded backhand. The only thing negative about the glove is that an all white makes it very hard and dirt and stuff, but really it is a gorgeous glove. The fit is really nice, and the fit reminds me a lot of the Vapor Cut or the Vapor Grip 3s, but it does have a nicer and I think rolled tip, rolled latex, a better fit, and a much more comfortable and padded fit. And I absolutely love an extended wrist strap with more latex to get onto the ball, and this double strap that goes up through the front. Definitely a top 5 glove. And it could have gone higher if I didn't have so many great gloves to choose from. Which leads us to our number 2. The number 2, Celes. I love these Celes Total Elite Contact, and it would be higher, honestly. It would be higher if I had bigger and thicker hands. I don't have that thick of hands. I don't have that strong kind of fat hand, so I get a lot of extra space here. That's not that negative. I really didn't notice it, and the saves that I ended up making were beautiful. The gloves, amazing. This quality latex is really, really good. This is after a wash compared to right before the wash. You can see it washes out. It looks really good, and it cleans up. It looks almost brand new with a quick wash. So the Celes Total Elite Contact, man, it's got a nice expansive cut. I love this this fit right here, and I love these open wide fingers. And the number 1 glove of 2020, top level, top everything, it's got to be the Sport Aqua Grip. These are good save I've ever used in all weather, dry weather, wet weather, muddy weather. The grip just sticks. It's not ripped at all. And I mean, I've made some gorgeous saves with these, and it's got almost the same cut as the Pureflex cut that we had before, but it's much more negative. It's much more set up for wet weather. It's got a punching platform on the back. We still got that double wrist strap here. But man, when I say that this glove is the glove to give you confidence in any wet situation, in any weather situation, I mean, it could be dry, it'll do great. These black little dots, you can feel the grip, and you can hear my fingers just gripping onto this. This is insane grip. Listen, I've been using these gloves now for a few weeks. I've given them 1 wash, and this is it after a few weeks on mud with 1 wash. I mean, insane. I put it in here. The grip is still going. It's not crazy like the URG. It's not crazy soft. You won't see this grip getting pushed in. It doesn't look like marshmallows. It feels like it could take a beating, but a quick wash and you got grip that can legit destroy. It's insanely good. I love this thumb. It's a little wide for me, but I like that it's got this outer wrapping. We got a wrap that drops down here. We got a strong wrist strap here. I mean, as a glove for keepers, this is my favorite glove of top 2020, the best glove, over $100 US. So if you're looking for an all-weather, just really great grip, great durability, and never gonna let you down, All Sport Aqua Grip, the top glove of this year.
So everybody, that is pretty much it for our top 5 gloves over $100 US in 2020. Please let me know if you agreed. There's a lot of gloves. This is all personal preference. So you might have a glove that I wasn't able to review, or they just didn't fit my hand well, that you think are really, really good. So let me know in the comments if you agree, or if you would change up some of the gloves, or if you have a pair of gloves that I should have added to my top 5. Let me know what you think about all of these crazy cool new gloves. And don't forget, guys, it's still Glovemas. We're having a very merry Glovemas, and it's not over until we're done giving out all of our gloves. So there's a lot more reviews coming up. Make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. And don't forget, guys, there's nothing better than good grip on a day of New Year's. So you have a good one.